Okay, so I am doing another video, of course, and I'm going to show you. Now, I'm going into the science stuff. So, I'm going to go into the science stuff today, and I'm going to maybe show some elements, of course, for this. So, I'm going to show you about calcium. And let me just double check that this is right, that calcium is actually on a table. Yep, it is. Okay. So, calcium. Let's talk about calcium. Well, calcium, it's atomic symbol, which that's the letter of calcium. Let me try it. See? It's C. It's just plain old C. So, calcium is good for us. People might ask, why the heck is it good for us? Well, if you're drinking milk, or you decide to have some almonds, or maybe, just almonds and milk, it has calcium in it. It's included in those products, which makes our bones strong. And people sometimes tell me that calcium's in Pepsi products. Some Pepsi products. Well, you people are wrong. Again, wrong. Because if calcium was in Pepsi drink, it would have been the healthiest thing in the world. And easiest of bloop. Also, sodium. Sodium is horrible for us. And let me tell you, what sodium has in it is also known as salt. Like plain salt. And it's salt. Salt has sodium in it, which is bad for us because, well, as you know, salt is good on your mashed potatoes, right? Well, it is, because that's what makes your potatoes nice and enjoyable. Really, it is. And when you put this on your mashed potatoes, it's really good. But did you know that chlorine is put with salt? Isn't that crazy? Well, there's germs floating around in this salt. And salt comes from an underground ancient pathway or tunnel. And they get it from the ceiling, the walls, and it's dug in dirt all the time. And it's been there for probably a long time. So there's a whole bunch of these weird looking germs probably floating around on top of this salt. And if they were just like, ooh, look at it, I'm just gonna pluck this salt out of this wall and put it in a salt shaker, would you want that? No. Because it's not, there's bad for you. It has germs all over it, and there's nothing good about it. So what they do is they add some Cl, which is known as chlorine, to this salt. Technically, chlorine is added to, like, road salt. Like, road salt, it's added to that. But it's also added to table salt, because it eliminates these weird-looking germs and doesn't belong there anymore. But what else about this salt is going to really help us? Well, let's go back to the calcium. Now, the calcium makes your bones stronger, of course, like we said. And it is good for you. Makes you happy. Makes you smile. And when you're having milk and almonds. But let's just say you take a peanut. And you take that peanut out of that shell. Or the ones from the stores, and you probably, it has salt. Now, it's, what is mixed with the calcium is also sodium. So, what would be combined? It would be called CS. Well, I'm making this up. Well, CS, we can't combine. But it would be sodium that is mixed with calcium. So we have both of the good and the bad mixed together. Is that good? No, it's not. Because the peanut is no longer healthy for us anymore. It's now become fattening. It's also now become okay. It's also become nutritious. But it has a lot of fat in it. There's sodium, there's salt. It would say it on the bottle. So the next time you decide to eat a jar of peanuts and you Just look on the back, and it will say how many grams of sodium. Sometimes there might be 10 grams of sodium. Now let's go into different types of salts. But how is that important to us people? Well, let me erase this board quick. This will take a while. Don't try. Now let's see sea salt. What is about sea salt that other people know? Well, it does have sodium. Guaranteed, it does have sodium. But what is good about it is because it's from nature, and it sits there in the ocean where you people swim in. It comes from a rock. Now, the rock itself has disgusting germs.
We don't have to go to bed yet.
All around that rock. So inside that rock is sea salt. And in that sea salt, there is... Oh my god, my face just blew up. But okay. So... Hang it. Let me see. Let me put this little...
You know the rock retired?
So let me just go into this, if you just see my hand. Yeah, okay, okay. So, people can't see this. There's a rock right here. So, in the rock, there's little tiny little salt grains in there. And that's sea salt. And now, let me tell you this. Sea salt, it's just big. That big. It's a huge chunk of stinking salt. And that is... Taking 1 pinch of sea salt is maybe taking 1 block of sea salt is equal to a pinch of salt. And if you just take 3 of those and put those on your mashed potatoes, you're nasty. Because your potatoes are just gonna die. They're gonna just die. They're just gonna die of salt poisoning. And you don't want that. And I mean, like my teacher said, she likes salt on her potatoes. And salt and chlorine together makes, it's delicious. I don't know how, but okay. I'll agree with it. And also, what the heck is going on? We got sodium here. Well, now we're going to move on to something different. That has nothing to do with all this salt stuff. And we're going to go into NE. What is NE, people? It's, well, neon, of course. What is neon? I wonder, what the heck is neon? Well, it just makes it a lot more easier for you guys. It's something that is found in highlighters. Literally, highlighters. It seriously is in highlighters. That's where neon is in. And people might be like, what are you talking about? Well, highlighters are highlighters. They glow. And neon glows. It's in the highlighter. Also, if you look on open signs, it's in neon because of that chemical. It's neon. It has neon in it. And maybe, yeah. But highlighters, they do have NE. They do have neon. And
it is in there.
Just ignore the noise in the background.
Can you open it, guys?
But there's NE
Oh my god.
and highlighters. So the highlighters that you guys highlight every day when your teacher, like my teacher, Miss Mac, has us highlight every text in our essays. That's what she does. The highlighters we use in that class are full of NE, known as neon. And people get highlighters do have neon, but okay, good for you.
Got it.
And now we're gonna move on to something different. H2O. Now, a lot of people, and I probably think this whole world, knows what H2O is. Literally. I think everybody in this whole entire world, in every school, in every country, knows what the heck H2O is. So, an H2O. H2O. what does H2O have? Well, H2O has one oxygen atom. I would say atom. Two hydrogen atoms. So when we combined this whole thing together, it makes up H. H goes first. Bottom goes first. And then 2, and then O. So that means there's 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. And did you people know? Oxygen is an element. A lot of people do know that.
Put it in the trash.
Oxygen is an element, and that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Because I've never knew air could be an element. But that's the other part that goes into the thinking. Like, people were just like, how is oxygen an element? How does it fit on a periodic table of elements? How? Well, same question with me. That's the big idea, or the big question that I was asking. I think New York could just be filled with a whole bunch of questions about why the heck is oxygen an element? Well, that's what the whole part comes into. Now, oxygen. Well, we breathe oxygen. Where does it come from? Well, the tree breathes in carbon dioxide, which I'm just going to label this as CD because I really don't know what carbon dioxide combined is too, so I'm just going to guess. So CD, which just stands for carbon dioxide, and that tree breathes this in. He just breathes in.
Well, this is going to be a good match.
He breathes in this carbon dioxide and then releases it into oxygen, which humans on Earth breathe. They breathe it, and we're happy people. That's how we breathe. If we didn't have this dumb tree, or I shouldn't say dumb tree, I should say tree, then we would be suffocated, which means to nobody surviving in this earth. Don't mean to be creeping you people out on YouTube, but that is true. And if every single tree was never on this earth, there would be no green on this earth. Like, green would not even be a color because there's no trees. And really, there would be no such thing as trees. Now, one that I can't really explain well, and I'm going to try to explain as much as I can, is iodine. Or, if I'm saying it right, iodine. So iodine is just capital I. Iodine. Well, this is what I think about iodine. Iodine is dye. Dye. And, of course, as maybe some people know, it is a dye. And that's what I think. I think it's a dye. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it's a dye. And this is permanent. Like, this stuff does not come off your clothes. So if you people are just like playing with this stuff and it just gets everywhere, then you won't even have a shirt. Now, you won't have a shirt anymore. It will just be maybe, well, iodine's probably just blue. Completely blue. That's the color. And you'll just have a blue shirt. Now, my face is so huge on this goddamn screen. It's not funny. Oh, there we go. Okay, ugly face is out of the way. Okay, so there you go. You got the iodine. You're just gonna have maybe a blue shirt. But iodine is also used for science experiments. Now, if some students have science experiments in their classes, and mostly teachers start out with iodine because it's the easier thing, and iodine is blue and it's a permanent dye, like it will never come off. At least I think so. Oh. But iodine, what do we know? It's blue and used for science experiments. But did you know that iodine can make, well, let's say you're looking into, let's say, I forgot what those things are called, but I'm gonna just same memory. Let's say you're looking through one of those thingies. Not thingies. Microscope. I think it's called a microscope. I'm gonna guess. Microscope. And your teacher says, well, you guys are going to look at different types of germs or something cool. And you guys are like, oh, that's so beautiful. Or something. You're going to look at a fluffy unicorn, how it got tinier. I don't know. And you take a little glass thingy and you put some of that iodine on there and you'll make those germs visible. And it's true. You'll make the germs visible. But this is one experiment I would recommend to try. If you have a microscope, take a toothpick and swish it around here, like something like that, and then take the toothpick, take some iodine, put it on a little glass thingy, and then put that toothpick and rub it into the iodine. Take your microscope and put like a clear glass thing, those rectangle things that are glass, very fragile, very thin. Put that on top of that, and you look at the microscope, you'll see the germs from your mouth. And it's crazy because people are just like, germs don't exist. Germs do exist. Bacteria exists. I know what bacteria looks like. Look at this. Like some weird little things that help. And there you go. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. Hope you enjoy it. Remember, like and subscribe to my channel to see more science stuff with me. And I've gotten into science. I think I'm science crazy. Well, remember, do those things. And remember, I showed you guys how to do the elements. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.